I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304-LAWYERS, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's game is being brought to you by
Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Cody's Auto Body, The Palace Lounge, CMA Honda, the Berkeley County Health Department, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, CMA Chrysler Dodge, WVU East, the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, RAI Properties, Parsons Ford, Rocks, Gary Kelly Allstate, and Panhandle Dumpsters.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good evening and welcome out to Spring Mills High School for West Virginia High School EPAC girls basketball action tonight between the Musselman Applemen and Spring Mills Lady Cardinals. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop. Dylan, this should be a good one here tonight. I mean, Spring Mills did already defeat this Musselman team by 21, but the Applemen were one of the two teams to represent the Panhandle in the state tournament a year ago and still return a lot of talent, so it might have been kind of just a weird outcome. Not that Spring Mills isn't a good team, coming in 7-6 on the year, 4-1 in EPAC play, though. Musselman sitting at 12-4, also 4-1 in the EPAC, so should be a fun one here tonight, Dylan. Two of the best teams in the area, and on paper, it looks like a good matchup.
Yeah, it does. I think that Spring Mills in particular, I think, has surprised some folks with how well they've played to open up the year. Musselman, I think, was a surprise last year. They came into this season kind of as expected. They're playing well, and they were expected to play well because of how they came together last year with some new players, like the freshman point guard last year, Emily Stevens, now a sophomore, Jasmine Morris, Nevaeh Thompson, and the like. Whereas Spring Mills, you didn't really know what to expect. They were kind of in that transitional period between when Coach Gosk and all the players from that era transferred out. But coming into this year, like Kyla Dandridge, Gabriella Ball, Bree King, those three in particular, I think you could expect good things from Bree King last year, Dandridge coming back in, and Ball. Those three, I think, have been the keys to this. But they've got multiple starters that are freshmen here coming onto the scene. So I think that can be a contribution as well. With Kendall Dandridge, as well as Rayleigh Miller. So I think the Cardinals are an exciting young team. And I think this is going to be a big test here for Musselman in particular because of the fact that Spring Mills won the first matchup by 21. So you could say maybe the Cardinals caught them off guard. They didn't really know how to game plan for the new pieces, new game plans that Spring Mills has put together this season. But now they see them a second time. How do you adjust?
Yeah, we also saw in that game against Washington a great performance down low from Ziana Lomaz, who had 13 points, all of them coming in the second half. So this team proved to have some depth as well, and it's been very impressive, Dylan, because, again, when Kara Hessen took over this job, like you said, Coach Gosk had left the program. You had several girls transfer out of the program, and the roster was decimated. They didn't even have enough girls come out to field a JV team last year. So to develop this team quickly back toward the top, at least of the EPAC, if not the top in general, because they've beaten Washington and beaten Musselman already this season, it's pretty impressive. So shout out to Coach Hessen for just retooling this team and getting them back into contention very quickly. But Musselman, I think, will play better tonight than they did in that first matchup. We know they're talented. We know Jasmine Morris, one of the best players in the area. She's always fun to watch. And the fact that on the other side, Coach Potter did just an unbelievable job with Musselman, taking them to their first ever state tournament a year ago. You don't expect this team to come out and lose again by 20-plus, on even if it is at Spring Mills tonight.
That's what you would think. I think that you come out of this game super impressed with Spring Mills if they were able to run back a result like that, to where you say, okay, this team has just immediately flipped the switch to, kind of like you said, not just towards the back at the top of the EPAC, but maybe just the top of the state in general. So I think for that reason, we've got a very interesting matchup, very entertaining matchup on our hands here.
All right, we'll take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll hear from both teams' head coaches. This is the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show. W. Harley Miller Systems providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video distribution, and more. Call 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have our coaches' interviews. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team, with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley
back here to Spring Mills High School. We'll get into our coaches' interviews, which are brought to you by Parsons Ford, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons will start with the head coach of the Musselman Applemen, Coach Potter. Here, Coach Tim Potter of the Musselman Applemen. Coach, had a good season for you guys so far. Last time against Spring Mills, though, didn't go your way, 21-point loss. What did you kind of take away from that game?
They're a pretty good team, and we've got to play better, but long story short.
Last time we saw you guys, it was against Martinsburg. It was a tough, grinded-out game. What have you liked from the team in that one and then since then, and how are you prepared for tonight?
I think the energy and the intensity's ramped up compared to what we were doing. That was a tough loss, as you mentioned last time. I think it was a wake-up call, and I think it's had us more motivated, a little bit more prepared, ready to play.
You guys have a lot back from last year. Just what have you seen in terms of progress from some of those players that return after a historic season for your team last year?
The consistency. I think they've been really good leadership, especially from the two seniors we had, because we only had the two seniors. So it's been huge for them, trying to keep the young ones and the ones that are newer to the team locked in, showing them winning ways, winning culture. But they've been huge, and I think they've taken a step from before. I think Nevaeh's taken on a little bit bigger role offensively. Jasmine's trying to maintain and do what she basically pick up where she left off last year. But I think they've done a really nice job.
And then just looking at things in the EPAC right now, at one point it seemed like kind of 4 teams had separated themselves a little bit, but you saw last night Hedgesville knock off Jefferson, so there's definitely a lot of balance, a lot of talent in this area this season. Just what's that been like to see the growth of girls basketball in the area?
Personally, I love it. I think it's fantastic. I foresaw this at the beginning of the year just because you have a lot of headline seniors. Like you've got Kyla Dandridge, great player, Jasmine Morris. You got a lot of big-time good seniors, but you also have a nice blend of young talent that will return for many years. And I think the checks and balances, it's exciting because we're competing around the state. Like Spring Mills and us went and played John Marshall in Wheeling Park, and we held our own out there against them. I think it's really exciting in general to have EPAC girls basketball trending in the right direction and getting better by the year.
What are the keys to get the win tonight?
You got to play harder and effort on energy, and you've got to win on the glass. They really hurt us on the glass last time, and honestly, they just wanted it more than us, and we've got to do a better job and play with a lot more energy.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck.
You got it. Thank you.
Here with Coach Kara Hessen of the Spring Mills Lady Cardinals. Coach, been a good season for your team. You were able to get above 500 last time out. Already 4-1 in the EPAC as well. So just what have you liked about the progress of the team so far this year?
We definitely have stepped up since the first part of the season. Again, had a tough schedule again this year, starting off with Wheeling Park, John Marshall. We've been against Morgantown already, so tough schedule to start, but I feel like that's only helped us, so far in the season. So just keep on working.
You've already beat the 2 teams that represented the area in the state tournament last year. So far this season, you got another one tonight against Musselman, but to have those wins, especially the other night against Washington, what did you like from the team?
A lot of intensity, a lot of hustle, just kept getting after it. They, wasn't impressed with our boards, didn't box out well, but again, we got in the gym, worked on that. We work on box out every day. They don't box out, grab a wall for every non-box out. So that is something that we're trying to perfect, and that hurt us the other night. But tonight, hopefully it's different.
In the second half of that game, too, you were able to have a freshman step up for you, and Lomaz, and she gave you some great minutes and was able to get to the line, make some free throws. Just seeing some of the younger girls on this team step up as well. It was already a young team for you last year, and you returned some senior leadership this year, but just to see that progress in the program, and now you didn't even have a JV team last year, so a lot of progress in terms of just having girls come out as well.
Yes, definitely. Definitely have a strong freshman class this year. Starting lineup for the most part this year has been, 2-3 seniors and then 2 freshmen. And then actually right now I have 2 freshmen starting right now. So they are definitely putting in the work. I definitely see a future for this program.
It was a 21-point win for you guys last time against Musselman, but obviously they're a good team. So what are some keys to try to get the win again tonight?
Again, told them, we're not going to take anything lightly. We're going to go out and play hard. Again, like I said, box out, running the floor, and, finishing, being consistent, finishing the shots.
All right, Coach, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you to both teams' head coaches. We'll take another 2-minute break and then continue here on the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show. This is West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
Women facing complex gynecologic conditions now have expanded access to world-class surgical care in the Eastern Panhandle. WVU Medicine Berkeley Medical Center has opened a new minimally invasive gynecologic surgery clinic in Martinsburg, offering the latest advances in the surgical management of a wide variety of conditions. WVU Medicine Minimally Invasive Gynecologic Surgery is now accepting new patients. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 304-596-2149.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the
Escorted by senior Katie Dandridge is Mrs.
We welcome you back here to
Kelly Hannon.
Spring Mills High School. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop. Dylan, it's
Katie selected Mrs.
senior night. It's a very special night here at Spring Mills. Or no, not senior night. I'm sorry, teacher appreciation night. I thought for a second though, since I saw the seniors out there, I was a little bit thrown off, and I was like, senior night, it's a little early for that, but no. Teacher appreciation night, which we knew heading in, was the situation. So it looks like the players, or some of the players, have chosen to bring some teachers out and honor them, which is nice to see. Obviously, our teachers do a lot. Dylan, you're a substitute teacher, so you know kind of what it's like. Not really, but
kind of.
Somewhat.
No, even as a substitute, what you got to do to be a full-time teacher is even levels above that. My mom was a teacher, and so I've long known all the things that go into being a teacher.
Yeah,
and,
my sister's a teacher, so.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, it's they deserve to be appreciated in every sort of way, whether it's just things like this, whether it's financial. In every sort of way, teachers should be supported.
For sure. But cool thing here, haven't really ever seen anything like this as well at a game either. So a little bit of a different kind of theme, and to bring the teachers out as well, I think it was a nice touch. For whatever teachers kind of meant something extra to them. But while we have some time here, let's go ahead and get your keys to the game, which is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to fordofhagerstown.com.
For Spring Mills, I think that the turnovers are going to be the main thing. I think Musselman has a defense that can really force your hand on situations, especially Jasmine Morris, if they bring that trap up and bring her to the top of the zone. She's great at picking pockets. She's just so long and athletic and quick that it's hard to get by her without having her strip the ball out of your hands. So that can be a big thing, to let Musselman get some easy points. That you don't want to let that happen. And for Musselman, I think that it's going to be their shooting in the half court. In particular from outside, if they can get some shots to fall, and they can hold on to the ball long enough to get those open shots, then I think the key is going to be for them to score. This is a defensive-minded team, so if they can put some points up on the board, have a good night shooting, then I think they're in good shape.
Yeah, so that will conclude the kind of ceremony for the teachers. It looks like each senior chose a teacher and then listed some other teachers that really have meant a lot to them during their time here at Spring Mills High School. And now they're about to announce the starting lineups as we continue here on the pregame show. But, I mean, Dylan, right now, actually it looks like we're going to do the anthem. So let's take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll give you the starting lineups and get ready for opening tip. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Valentine's Day has gone too far. This is Cody from Cody's Auto Body. I just saw a Valentine's Day card from your dog. Look, I love my dog, but who's going to the store and buying a card from their dog to give to someone? If you're that lonely, how about you go to happy hour at the bar like a normal person? Or just skip the card and call a therapist. Stay warm and stay safe on the roads. From Cody at Cody's Auto Body. Sing the jingle, boy.
It's Cody's with a T for trust.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
Mark Hughes Plumbing and HVAC is here to solve your plumbing and heating problems while meeting your renovation needs. Now serving Berkeley, Jefferson, Hampshire, and Mineral counties. We're a family-owned and operated company that's fully licensed and insured. We can do kitchen and bathroom upgrades and remodels, plumbing, HVAC and light excavation, well pumps, water heaters, and drain clearing. Call 304-620-8013. Mark's Hughes Plumbing and HVAC. We look forward to working with you.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome you back here to Spring Mills Girls Basketball. Spring Mills High School taking on Musselman here tonight at the Cardinal Coliseum. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop. Kyler High is our cameraman back in the studio. Alec Epperson. The Applemen starters being announced. Musselman coming out in the green jerseys with the green shorts, the black stripes, and the black numbers, as well as the black letters across the chest. It's the same uniforms as we saw for the boys the other night, as they have that kind of confetti look down the side. As the Applemen starters taking the floor.
Number 45, Brianna Benjamin.
Looks like it's going to be number 1, Jasmine Morris, number 2, Nyea Thompson, number 4, Amaya King, number 5, Emily Stevens, and number 45, Brianna Benjamin. Starters being announced now for the Spring Mills Cardinals. Our starting 5 is brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for a home in the Tri-State? Call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-250-3551 or visit them online at www.modernrealtyresults.com. So the Cardinals are going to look like this. Starting number 11, Gabriella Ball. Number 12, Rayleigh Miller. Number 20, Kendall Dandridge. Number 23, Bree King, and number 32, Kylie Dandridge, who joined the 1,000-point club earlier this season. So, Dylan, just about ready for tip-off. Any final thoughts before the opening tip?
I'm just looking forward to this one. We still haven't seen a ton of Spring Mills this year, and we have been able to see a good bit of Musselman's core group between last season and this one. So I'm looking forward to see if the Cardinals can put up another big game like they did in the first one with the Applemen.
Yeah, we saw a fun one the other night between Spring Mills and Washington. I would expect this one to be good as well. Our opening tip-off is brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Rock's fast, fresh, friendly. It'll be Bree King in the circle against Jasmine Morris for this opening tip-off, and the tip was won by Bree King. Kind of a weird tip-off, but it heads into the Cardinal possession, and King will step up, toss it down low for Kendall Dandridge, and it's taken away. Then somehow finds Gabriella Ball, and she gets fouled on her way up. She'll shoot two.
I think Morris was a little thrown off by the timing of the ball being thrown up on the tip.
Yeah, it was a weird tip ball. She never jumped, and Bree King jumped twice. Ball's free throw is up and good.
First free throw is good by number 11, Gabby Ball.
Ended up being a pretty good possession in the end for Spring Mills, too. Got the offensive rebound, put the ball back up.
Able to get to the line, and Ball knocks down both of the free throws, make it a 2-0 Cardinal lead. And we'll see Stevens and the Applemen offense for the first time here, working it down low for Benjamin. It gets tipped around off the backboard, and King running the floor down the court to Dandridge, and Dandridge lays it up and in. Kyla Dandridge with the first field goal of the evening, and it's already 4-0 Cardinals. Back the other way now. Jasmine Moore's corner three is too strong, and Dandridge tracks down the rebound. Spring Mills quickly back the other way. Into the hands there of Miller, and now Ball tries a mid-range jumper, but it's short, no good, and rebounded by Stevens. 7:06 to go in this opening quarter. Already 4-0 Spring Mills. Morris in the corner. Down low to Benjamin, trying to post up against Ball, and her turnaround layup is up and good. As Dylan, they got a mismatch there. Benjamin down low against Ball.
Yeah, this could be a pretty good matchup for Brianna Benjamin here tonight. Spring Mills, not a super tall team, so she might have the size down low to get some points up on there in the post.
Yeah, we'll see if they bring on Lomaz pretty early to try to guard her a little bit better, as she was able to come in last game and give them a spark and also give them a little bit more height. She is the tallest player on the team as a freshman at 5'10". So, yeah, you're right. Not a whole lot of height. And that could be a big game for Benjamin or any of the taller players on the Musselman team. Shot was no good. It headed out of bounds, and it's Musselman basketball now at 4-2 Cardinals with 6:22 to go in this opening quarter.
Some defense from Spring Mills.
Yeah, it was effective against Washington the other night. They never really came out of it. So we'll see if they stay in it throughout the majority of this game, as that pass is tipped away by Ball and out of bounds, and the Applemen will keep the possession now. Stevens will inbound it in front of the Cardinal bench into Benjamin down low, who just turns around. Layup is up and no good. She gets her own rebound. Morris grabs the rebound. She goes up strong and gets fouled, and she'll head to the line shoot two.
Yeah, Musselman, this is not a team known for its three-point shooting. So a zone defense could really give them a lot of trouble.
Well, even... Sorry, Dylan, go ahead.
I was just going to say, see if they can find some open shots and hit them.
Well, even Washington, who has the three-point shooting, struggled with it, especially early.
Yeah.
But as the game went on, they were able to shoot over the zone a little bit, but Spring Mills stuck with it and never really looked like they were going to lose, as Morris makes both free throws. 4-4 our score. So if you're able to, just keep teams out of the paint and make them take those long threes, it's going to be difficult to make those consistently. As Bree King down low powers her way up for two, her first 2 points of the game, and it's a 6-4 Cardinal lead with 5:40 to go and back to the zone. Morris tries a corner three, and that's good. Jasmine Morris, probably the best outside shooter for this Applemen team, and she gives her team a 7-6 lead here over Spring Mills.
I think you can tell Coach Potter saw the zone coming.
And you see a little bit of a trap here from Musselman on the other hand, which is causing
backward.
Yeah, definitely close. I think it got tipped as there's the pass down low and a foul called as Ball trying to go up strong down low.
You can see that Coach Potter is already really drawn up 2 plays or called 2 plays to find Jasmine Morris in the corner there. That's pretty much always going to be a weak spot in the zone. But it's a shot that you got to be able to knock down. You're kind of willing to give up that shot with the zone. It's just a matter of the offense hitting it.
It's almost like Spring Mills is playing the percentage game at this point.
Yeah.
Down low, foul on the way up for Kendall Dandridge, and she'll shoot a pair of free throws. Because most teams aren't going to make those threes too consistently, and if you prevent them from doing that or force them, I guess, to take those shots, it's usually going to work out for you. So Dandridge will go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, now we got to look at the fact that Benjamin picked up 2 of those fouls, those first 2 fouls. They didn't check her out right away, but now Cabri Stanley checks in.
Cabri Stanley.
Yes, you lose some of that height if you're Musselman.
You still have Morris down there that can grab some boards, give you some rim protection.
Yeah, for sure. Dandridge's second free throw is no good as well, so our score remains 7-6 Musselman. 5:05 to go, and quickly going coast to coast is Stanley. Morris grabs the offensive rebound right on cue, but Dandridge rips it away and finds her sister Kyla Dandridge, the senior. She'll bring it across half court and set up the offense for the Cardinals. Over to Ball. Now over to Bree King, top of the key. King skip pass to Dandridge, who skip passes it over to Miller with the head fake. Back to Dandridge. Now a corner 3 for Gabriella Ball, and that finds the bottom of the net. And Spring Mills gets the lead back here at 9-7 with Ball's first free field goal, of the day. She has 5 points.
Spring Mills moves the ball around really well. Unselfish.
King tries to drive into the lane. Good defense. Looks like Spring Mills has come out of the zone. Gone man. Possibly, yeah.
Yep.
So, different look here, and now a double dribble called against Stanley. That's a turnover for Musselman, and it'll be Cardinal basketball.
I think it's interesting that Coach Hessen is matching up the freshman, Kendall Dandridge, with Cabri Stanley, who has shown to be a really good scorer off the bench.
Dandridge with the basketball over to Bree King. Now back to Kendall Dandridge, who gets double teamed by Morris. Tries to rip through. No jump ball called, and Bree King gets it down low, and King puts it up and in. I thought there was a jump ball as well there, Dylan.
That's pretty wild to me that we didn't get a whistle there.
But here's a three-pointer from Stanley from the corner. That's no good. Morris, an offensive rebound. Morris goes up strong and puts it back in and in. Up and in. Dylan, Coach Essen was very frustrated with her team's rebounding the other night against Washington, and so far it's been a lot of offensive rebounds for the Applemen.
Yeah, that one I don't put quite as much on Spring Mills. It was a kind of a long bounce off the rim.
King drives into the lane, goes up strong, gets fouled on her way to the rim. We'll see if they call it a shooting foul or not.
It should be.
Yeah.
And it was an impressive shot by Morris to put it back up after that offensive rebound on the last possession. And give credit to Bree King driving in the lane. I think she was really the bright spot of last season's Spring Mills team.
Foul goes against Stevens, her first. King's free throw is up and good. Yeah, of course, outside of Dandridge, who we knew would be good, Bree King was a little bit of a surprise to come on and bring a, like you said, a nice bright spot for the team. King makes both free throws there. She has 6 points. 13-9 Cardinals. 2:56 to go in this opening quarter. Thompson with the basketball over to Morris. Morris now guarded by Kyla Dandridge. Stevens tries a three-pointer, and that shot's well off the mark and no good. Rebounded by Miller. Ball now into the hands of King. Now back to Ball. Ball back to King. Top of the key. Crossover Jodel. Miller tries a three-pointer from the left wing. That's too strong and no good. Rebounded underneath by Stanley. Stevens now looking down the court. Finds King down low. Amaya King with the head fake. Goes up strong. Gets fouled. And she'll shoot 2.
Oh, almost able to make it.
Yes, somehow that almost did fall in for Amaya King. Foul going to be called against the Cardinals. Miller, her first. So both teams have a lot of fouls here early on. 2 for Spring Mills and 4 for Musselman. Free throws up and too strong off the back of the rim. No good.
Musselman's had plenty of chances at the free throw line so far, right? And Spring Mills has as well.
Yeah.
And Applemen with 4 fouls, still 2:23 left in the quarter. Makes that one loose.
King does make the second. Make it 13-10. Musselman's been there twice. They've gone 2 for 4 so far. I'm sorry, 3 for 4. There's a three-pointer, though, from Miller. And that's good. Miller extends the lead out to 16-10. Three-pointer on the other end to answer from Staley, and she buries it. Nothing but net for Stanley, and that makes it a 3-point game here. 16-13, 1:54 to go in this first quarter. Ball, backdoor cut, trying to find King. It's tipped away, though, by the Applemen. Jasmine Morris will run the floor. Morris with a right-handed dribble. Finds Thompson. They'll slow it down a little bit here. Stanley, top of the key, directing traffic on the offensive end. 1:35 to go in this opening quarter. King with the basketball. King will drive in and traveled on her way to the rim. It's a turnover for Musselman. It'll be Spring Mills basketball with 1:29 left here in the first.
I like the aggressiveness from King. You always prefer to have a player that you need to ask a little less of than one that you need a little more from. But I think that she's gotten a little overextended a little bit into tough contested lanes and things like that a little bit so far.
Ball with the basketball, gets double teamed and then pulls up a tough jumper, and that's no good. Rebound chased down by Stevens, now finds Thompson. She'll bring it quickly down the court to Stanley. Stanley down low, finding King. King post up, tough shot on the way. That's up and good, and the foul. Amaya King continues to be aggressive here in this opening quarter. She's got 3 points, and she's headed back to the line for the second time here tonight.
And that's exactly
going against Ball. Go ahead.
That's exactly why that you say sometimes you might have to rein a player in, but it's better than having to do the other opposite, where you have to motivate a player to do more.
Free throw no good. Morris puts it back up. No good from her as well, but Thompson grabs the rebound, so the Applemen keep the possession. Stanley steps into a deep triple from the wing, and that's no good. Rebounded by Miller. And then a jump ball called against Jasmine Morris, or she forces the jump ball, I guess I should say. And that will give the possession back to Musselman. So Musselman winning all the loose balls right now. Spring Mills thought it was still their possession, but no. It is possession arrow pointed toward the Applemen with 42 seconds, so they can hold for the final shot of the quarter if they want it, and possibly take the lead here at the end of one. At 16-15 our score. Spring Mills leading Musselman. Down low, it's Thompson. Thompson goes up strong. All ball, according to the officials, as Dandridge blocks that shot. And into the hands now of Kyla Dandridge. And now Spring Mills can hold for the final shot of the quarter if they want it. King down low to Kendall Dandridge, who goes up strong, gets fouled, and she'll shoot 2. Dandridge 0 for 2 from the line so far here tonight, shooting her 3rd and 4th here momentarily. Fun first quarter here, Dylan's. 16-15 Spring Mills, 16.9 seconds left in the opening quarter.
Yep. More foul trouble to watch out for Musselman. That's 2 on Stevens.
Yeah, they're definitely picking them up. 5 Applemen fouls here in this opening quarter. 3 against Spring Mills. As Dandridge makes the first free throw. Kendall Dandridge now 1 for 3. Meeker 1 for 4. Jasmine Morris grabs the rebound. Just 15 seconds left. Morris lost control of it. She can't pick it up. And then Spring Mills takes it away. Dandridge. Tough fadeaway. Jay, no good. Rebounded by King. Kicks it out to Stanley at half court, but she won't get the shot off in time. And that will do it for the first quarter. Our score, Spring Mills 17, Musselman 15. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll have the second quarter after this. Our first quarter, though, was brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to FordofHagerstown.com, as well as Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Back in 1 minute.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School. Second quarter just about ready to get started. It's Cardinals 17, Applemen 15. Here at the Cardinal Coliseum, Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop. Kyler High, our cameraman, back in the studio, Alec Epperson. Down low, it's Dandridge going up strong with the layup. And Kendall Dandridge has her first field goal, give her 3 first-half points. And stoppage here is Bree King limping on her way back down the court. That is obviously not a good sign. Hopefully she's all good, but Spring Mills now will have to go into its bench for the first time here tonight, I do believe, as Jordan Green's going to check in. And hopefully King good to go, Dylan. Obviously she's a huge part of this team as a senior and one of their better scorers.
Yeah, I mean, she's a two-way player as well.
Yeah.
Brings good defense, so see if Musselman can take advantage, and right away they get two.
Yep, Jasmine Morris down low gets another field goal, makes it 19-17. Green with the basketball on the other end. She throws it away, intercepted by Morris. Morris looking to run the floor now. She'll pull up for 3. In and out, no good. Rebounded, though, by Thompson. Thompson checks him out for Stanley, but a foul was called first on the pass. Looks like they're going to bring Lomaz into the game and bring on a little bit more height for the Cardinals. Bree King being looked at on that ankle injury. Kendall Dandridge will check out. She'll head to the bench. 19-17 Spring Mills, second quarter, 7:11 to go in this first half.
Yeah, that was the second foul.
Stanley off the inbound, airballs a 3. Stevens grabs the rebound. Fadeaway jumper's no good. As you were saying there, Dylan, second foul on Kendall Dandridge, so that's why she heads to the bench here. Lomaz catches the basketball, drives in, loses control of it, and both teams kind of end up on the ground, and it ends up going to stay with Spring Mills.
Well, it looks like Lomaz is just adjusting knee brace before getting back up.
And she appears to be okay. Just a hard crash to the floor. Had to adjust her knee brace, like Dylan said. So Green with the basketball. And that pass taken away again by Spring Mills. It's Amaya King. Her pass is taken away by Dandridge. Dandridge, one-handed pass down the court to Ball. Ball quickly to Lomaz. Lomaz goes up strong, finishes through the contact and the foul. So she'll head to the line. And this is where she made her living the other night against Washington. Just free throw after free throw after free throw. Finished the game with 13 points. But we also saw a nice ability for her to make shots with contact, as she is pretty tall at 5'10", and finishes well at the rim. And a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, that was a really good job of running the floor as well to be there for that pass from Dandridge, who has been a very good passer.
Really might have jinxed her, though. Her free throw no good that time. Jasmine Morris grabs the rebound. Morris sprinting down the court to Thompson. Now back to Morris for 3, and that's too strong. No good. Rebounded by the Cardinals. Thompson tries to keep it alive. Throws it into the cheerleaders. And it will be Cardinal basketball here. 21-17 Spring Mills. 6:25 to go before halftime. Musselman goes to its full court trap. And a turnover is forced. Foul called. And I have to kick it back out there. Keeping it alive.
Yeah.
Could have reached down and picked it up, but
Checking in for the Cardinals, number 23,
You went the official.
Getting lazy in my old age, Dylan.
Yeah, 26 hits you hard.
Yeah, it does. Inbound pass to Thompson. Pass is knocked away. Is Bree King back onto the floor, which is good to see. Trying to get it to Benjamin. Applemen fans calling for a green ball, and it is green ball. As it will stay here with Musselman. Stevens will inbound the ball. Over to Thompson. To Stanley. Stanley tries the deep three again. That's well too strong. Ends up hitting the basket connector. And it will be Cardinal basketball there at 21-17 with 6:08 to go in this first half. Trap continues. This time Spring Mills breaks it. Lomas, though, struggles to receive the pass, gets it back. And a foul going to go against Jasmine Morris. Second foul of the quarter against Musselman. Morris is first, so that's good. Definitely don't want her getting in foul trouble, especially with already a lot of foul trouble on Musselman. King with the basketball. Over to Miller for three. That's good. Miller with 2 threes here tonight. She's got 6 points, 24-17. Three-pointer from Stanley to answers an air ball. Morris grabs the rebound. Musselman continuing to crash the glass on the offensive end. Get multiple opportunities, but for the most part, Spring Mills has held them off on those multiple opportunities. There's a three from the corner, no good again. Dandridge grabs the rebound. Morris trying to defend. Down the court to Ball. Ball pass underneath to Miller. She struggles to get to it initially, and then a jump ball is called. It will go back to Musselman. 5:19 to go before halftime. 24-17 our score in favor of the Cardinals.
Dandridge and Morris. I want to see more of them matched up with against each other one-on-one. That's a fun matchup on both sides of the floor.
Yeah, probably the two most talented, you could say, or even just like their athleticism and for their height and their ball handling ability. It's a unique combination, especially at this level, and you see good things from them almost every night. There's a pass, though, thrown into no man's land and taken away by Gabby Ball. Ball down the court. She turns it right back over almost as Stevens had a read on it, but it heads out of bounds. It'll stay with Spring Mills.
Well, Lomas was about to be open at the right block, too.
King to inbound from in front of the Musselman bench. Gets it into Ball. Ball back to King. Down low, Miller. Miller back out to Bree King. It's tipped away. And ends up going off of King and out of bounds. It'll be Musselman basketball. So a little bit of sloppy play here in the second quarter. After a pretty entertaining, pretty clean first quarter of play. Stevens brings it across the timeline and will set up the offense. Skip pass into the corner for Jasmine Morris. That's another air ball. But Spring Mills throws it off of Miller's head. And it heads back to Musselman. Benjamin down low. Benjamin goes to work against the freshman and gets the layup to go. She's got 4. 24-19. Spring Mills leading Musselman.
Yeah, Benjamin's been great when she's been in the game. It's just didn't play much that first
foul
quarter.
Trouble early, which definitely hurt.
Yep, and then just forced a jump ball there. Yeah, she just didn't play much that first quarter. Picked up the 2 early fouls.
Yeah, she had 2 really nice moves. She only was able to make one of the layups, but there she gets her 3rd and 4th points. Miller tries a tough point, or tough jumper, and that might be the 3rd on Benjamin.
Seems like it, yep.
It is going to be her 3rd, so that's crucial. But that will send Miller to the line, who's already made 2 3-pointers on the night, so clearly a good jump shooter.
Yeah, Coach Potter's not immediately making a move to sub her out. But he didn't do it the first time either.
Yeah.
He waited another possession or 2.
I mean, obviously you'd like to have her in the game because of her height. gives you that low post presence that you don't really have on your bench. Miller goes 1 for 2 from the line, but we may have a lane violation.
Yep.
Looks like we do have a lane violation, so Miller will get another shot at it. Takes a few dribbles. Free throw is up and good. So Miller makes some pay. It goes 26-19 now. Spring Mills leading. 4:15 to go in this first half. They're going down low to Benjamin, who travels.
Yeah, that's the right call.
It was a good job by Lomas to stay straight up and stay in front of her.
I think she thought that she could go straight up with it, and the defense was a lot closer than she realized.
Yeah, it's true. Ball with the basketball. As it tipped away by Morris, heads out of bounds. It will stay with the Cardinals.
It's got to be frustrating to have the ball up top when Jasmine Morris is guarding you.
Yeah, she's very lengthy, and she's pretty physical at times as well, so she makes it difficult. Skip past the King for 3, and that's off the mark, no good. Rebounded underneath, and a timeout burned by Coach Potter. Our first timeout of the contest with 3:40 to go before halftime. We'll take a break. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10, back in 30.
Valentine's Day has gone too far. This is Cody from Cody's Auto Body. I just saw a Valentine's Day card from your dog. Look, I love my dog, but who's going to the store and buying a card from their dog to give to someone? If you're that lonely, how about you go to happy hour at the bar like a normal person? Or just skip the card and call a therapist. Stay warm and stay safe on the roads. From Cody at Cody's Auto Body. Sing the jingle, boy.
It's Cody's with a T for trust.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Here at the half, and get you set for the second half. Other girls game going on tonight. Martinsburg taking on Hedgesville. We'll have that version of the boys matchup tomorrow night at Hedgesville. Dylan, definitely looking forward to that. Always a good matchup when those two teams get together.
Definitely. Really close game the first time around.
Plus, with the extra win Hedgesville picked up in the EPAC due to the Jefferson ineligible players, they're kind of right back in the mix for that fight for second place. Nobody's going to beat Spring Mills, I don't think. As that one's tipped away by Miller. If it was going to happen, it would have been the other night when they were 2 players down, and still was a 15-point game. So,
yeah, they kind of just have
they're good.
A lot of really good basketball players on their team.
Yeah. King. Down low to Miller. Down low to Lomas. Lomas is fouled on her way to the rim. She'll shoot 2. That's the 4th on Benjamin.
Oh. That's the risk you take, leaving Benjamin in the game like that.
Yeah, so now she's definitely going to the bench. You would presume, right? I mean, you already got your sub coming on.
Checking in for Musselman is number 50, Soli Shibley.
All right, so it's going to be Shibley. We do have her on the roster. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. So Shibley comes on. First free throw was no good. The second one from Lomas also no good. Dandridge grabs the rebound, but turns it over, and now Stevens will bring it across. 26-19 our score. Down low. Shibley, tough turnaround jumper's no good. Rebounded by Dandridge. Ahead to Bree King. King running the floor. Reach-in foul going against Jasmine Morris.
And they're in the bonus.
Yep. So that will send Spring Mills back to the line here with Bree King.
This Spring Mills team is just hard to defend. They get out in transition. They're athletic. They can run up and down the floor, seemingly not getting tired. They have ball handlers. They have good ball movement. They have shooters. They have a couple players that are threats down low. It's just a really good team.
Yeah. It took them a little bit to get going early on. It's King going to the line. Free throw is up and good.
Seems like one of Lomaz's knee braces just wouldn't stay on, so she just took it off and had them take it over to the bench.
Yeah. So just a little bit of a break there, but King makes them both. Bree King 4 for 4 from the line. Give her 8 points so far on the night. It's a 28-19 Cardinal lead as Musselman's gone cold on the offensive end. Morris drives baseline, goes up strong. Shot is no good. Lomaz on the floor. And a timeout taken by head coach Kara Hessen. So 28-19 our score. 2:35 to go before halftime. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School. Cardinals 28, Applemen 19. Been a slow second quarter for Musselman, Dylan. And Spring Mills is taking advantage by just getting to the line and for the most part making their free throws, but also just making it difficult on Musselman.
They are, and they're picking up the full court trap, which I think is going to be necessary at this point. Benjamin with 4 fouls in the first half is going to mean that we're probably not going to see much of her until the fourth quarter, if anything.
Yeah. Tough.
So, and that's less size down low and less scoring punch down low as well. You're going to have to force some turnovers, get out in transition.
King tries a three. It's no good. Morris grabs the rebound, and she's looking to run. Jasmine Morris guarded tightly by Miller. Into the corner now. Back up top to Thompson. Three-pointer on the way from the corner is no good. And a foul going to go against Spring Mills' Bree King. Three-pointer there is good from Deasing. She comes in off the bench and hits a three, possibly giving Musselman a spark here, 28-22. Now over to Stevens. Down low. Shibli, trying to go up strong, but an offensive foul going against Musselman.
I think Shibley's been a little too. I guess the word could be jumpy. You say like, as soon as she's catching the ball, trying to turn around and put up a shot almost right away.
Morris takes it away from King. Morris shot is no good though. Bree King grabs the rebound and now looks to run for the Cardinals. King into the lane, goes up strong, and an offensive foul against the Cardinals. That's going to be the second on Bree King. So Musselman gets the ball back. They're still only down by 6, despite some better offense being played overall by the Spring Mills offense here in this quarter. And Musselman's very much in this game down low. Shibli kicks it out. Stevens, open three on the way. Good. Nothing but net for Emily Stevens. Her first 3 points of the night, and it's a 3-point game here, 28-25.
That's exactly why when you catch the ball in the paint at the block, you can't immediately just think shot every time.
Lomaz down low. Shot is off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Thompson. Musselman down the court. King with the good hustle to tip it away and goes into the stands. And it will stay with the Applemen here at 28-25. 41 seconds to go here before halftime. And Musselman will inbound. Inbounded to Thompson. Back to Stevens. Three-pointer going up from Deucing. It's an air ball. And then chased down, but out of bounds, apparently off of Musselman. It'll be Cardinal basketball.
Yeah, I think it went off of Morris. But that Stevens three is a good example of, you got to know how the defense is going to play you. The way that they've been guarding Shibley so far is they've kind of been aggressive with the double teams closing in on her, or at least they were on that last possession, because
apparently we had a foul. I didn't see the foul called, but apparently there was one. So that's going to send King to the line. Since it wasn't offensive, it was a loose ball foul. So Bree King's going to head to the line, shoot 2 more free throws. She was 4 for 4, could now make her 5 for 5. Third foul on Jasmine Morris. That's tough, especially though right before halftime, not the end of the world, but it's still 3 fouls on your best player.
Yeah, just 2 fouls to work with in the second half. So sit her down just to be safe.
Yeah, and such a big part of her game is reaching in, getting those steals, so she can't do that anymore, or at least not in the third. Thompson down low, finds a open Shibley, and she goes up strong and finishes. 30-27 our score. Spring Mills back with the basketball and the lead still. Miller over to King down low. Lomaz with the layup up and good. Again, she runs the floor, and again she gets rewarded. 32-27. Stevens just before the halftime buzzer is good from the volleyball line for Emily Stevens. And we got a 2-point game at 32-30. Stevens with 6 first half points. So a good one here in the EPAC on the girls basketball side. We'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have the halftime show. It's West Virginia High School Girls Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies.
Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is Prevent, Promote, Protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School. Our score here at halftime, Cardinals 32, Applemen 30. Dylan, exciting first half, capped off by the Emily Stevens buzzer beater 3 from the volleyball line. You talked to it to me off the air. It almost didn't look like she was really trying to get the closest shot, just kind of get herself into the rhythm.
Yeah, she got to about half court with 3, 4, maybe or so seconds left. And you can tell that she was in no rush to say, okay, let me get as close to the three-point line as possible. Because that's where the defense was going to post up, right at the line. So she just kind of gave herself a nice dribble or two to get into a rhythm and planted her feet the way she wanted to. And she was further away than, the ideal shot for her or for anybody. But it worked out in her favor. So 2 threes from her late in that second quarter. And that's huge, only down by 2 when it seemed like maybe this first half and this whole game could get away from you.
Yeah, it was like a, 28-19 game or so, and you felt like Musselman had just gone cold, and then all of a sudden, Stevens and a few others heat up a little bit. They are in foul trouble here at halftime, so that'll be something to try to cut down on in the second half, but they got themselves back into this game very quickly, and Cardinals still hold the 2-point lead, but you definitely feel like the momentum switched over to Musselman all of a sudden. So, good first half of basketball. We'll take another 2-minute break. Our halftime show, though, is brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg. It's about seeking justice for you. Go to WVJusticeLawyers.com. On the other side of that break, we'll give you the first half stats. It's West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information. Tomorrow's success begins with today's preparation. Give your child a pathway to flourish and thrive with a well-rounded education. Enrollment is now open at the Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg. Visit tcca.life/information.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit ErieInsurance.com for a quote.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
If you or someone you know suffers from the disease of addiction, help is available from the Berkeley County Quick Response Team with peer recovery coaches and support promptly to the homes of those who've recently experienced an overdose. This collective effort towards recovery brings resources and services to the community, including naloxone and treatment options. Call 304-267-1313 or visit the Berkeley County Recovery Resource Center at 800 Emmett Rouse Drive, Martinsburg. The Berkeley County Quick Response Team is funded through a DHHR grant with the Berkeley-Morgan County Health Department.
We welcome you back here to Spring Mills High School. We'll give you the halftime stats, which are brought to you by Floor Pools. Make every day better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Floor Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown. We'll start with the team leading here in halftime. Spring Mills, our score 32-30 if you're just now joining us. Bree King with 10 first half points to lead all scorers. Then it was followed up by Miller, who had 8 in the first half. That's Rayleigh Miller, the freshman. And we saw 5 from Gabriella Ball, 4 from Lomas, 2 from Dandridge, which is a little bit surprising, and 3 from Kendall Dandridge. So you can get Kyla Dandridge going, possibly pull away. I mean, we know she's obviously a 1,000-point scorer, so she can put the ball in the basket. Jasmine Morris leads Musselman with 9 first half points, but did have 3 first half fouls. 6 points from Stevens, those 2 threes right before halftime, including the buzzer beater. Stanley made a 3. Dissing made a 3 as well, and 4 from Benjamin, 2 from Shibley, and 3 from Amaya King as well. So our score here at the half, 32-30. Take another 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll get some more first-half thoughts from Dylan as he'll give us some keys to the second half, and we'll continue here on the Manchester Freddie Law Firm Halftime Show. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10, back in 2 minutes.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rocks app.
Order number N58.
It's not rocket science. Get a 12-piece chicken for $12 at happy hour from 5 to 7 p.m. with the Rocks app.
32-30 our score here at the half. Spring Mills leading Musselman. Nick Versley, Dylan Bishop, happy to have you with us. Tyler High is our cameraman, and back in the studio is Alec Epperson. Dylan, as we get ready for the start of the second half, any other thoughts on that first half or anything you'd like to see from the two teams?
Well, I think unfortunately Musselman's going to have to be a little less aggressive on defense, at least with some of their players. Morris with 3 fouls, Benjamin with 4. Benjamin might just not see the floor for the third quarter, which I think they can survive, especially since Shibley played better in that second quarter, or as the second quarter went on. So, looks like Morris isn't going to start the third quarter either, so I don't hate that decision either from Coach Potter.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough one to make, but you did see some good things off the bench from some of your other players, so I don't expect it to be too long for Jasmine Morris, maybe just 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, I think if Spring Mills can hold on to the ball, that they can get this lead back up.
Take it out. Thompson, extra pass. Over to King now. Skip pass is tipped away by Dandridge. Heads out of bounds. It will stay with the Applemen. As we mentioned, too, to have a 2-point lead and Kyla Dandridge only have 2 first-half points, a bit surprising. There's a 3-pointer from the corner. That's no good, but Thompson grabs the rebound. Ball is tipped around and then rebounded by the Cardinals, but it looks like Kendall Dandridge was on the line and out of bounds. So turnover for Spring Mills as soon as they got the rebound.
To me, that's the key for them in the second half. Turnovers.
Yeah, it did feel like Musselman was able to force some turnovers, get out and run. It's more their style of play. Spring Mills doesn't necessarily want to slow it down, but they definitely play well in the half court.
Yeah, Spring Mills has been the better team in the half court.
Stevens, a 3-pointer on the way, is off the back of the rim, then hits off that connector and out of bounds, so it'll be Cardinal basketball. 7 minutes left here in this third quarter. Dandridge to Dandridge, but Kendall can hold on to it, and it's a turnover. It's now Applemen basketball. Thompson to Stevens, skip pass into the corner for Deucing. Down low now, and a foul called against the Cardinals is down low, catching it with Shibley.
I think she was about to travel, so I think it's a little lucky that.
And that's the third on Dandridge now. Kendall Dandridge with her third foul. So
a little foul trouble of their own.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've seen a few players, not as many, but a few on the Spring Mills side at least get up there a little bit. And here's Ball pushing it with the right hand. Over to Bree King, who had 10 first-half points. Down low to Dandridge, who can't hold on initially, gets it back. Somehow the ball ends up in Bree King's hands. Don't know how there wasn't a jump ball or something called there. But
the Musselman side wants to travel.
Yeah, I could see either one. King, though, grabs the rebound, and King now in transition for the Cardinals. Tries to get it to Dandridge, but it's tipped away. Amaya King now with the basketball for Musselman, who brings it across half court and will reset the offense. Slow things down to Emily Stevens. Lob pass down low to Shibley, who gets positioning, the foul, and the finish. Kyla Dandridge will pick up the personal.
That was number 50, Shibley.
Ever since those first couple possessions, the first couple touches for Shibley, where she was a little more out of control, just I think as soon as she caught the ball, wanted to go up with the shot. She's been very good at finding the open space.
But King's three is good, 35-32. Turnaround from Shibley is up and good. So Shibley doing a nice job of getting things going here in the second half. 35-34 our score, and then a turnover there. Bounce pass underneath, up and good on the layup. I couldn't really tell who made that one exactly. I think it was 23 Deucing there underneath to give the Applemen the lead here at 36-35. First lead for them in a while. Here in this third quarter, we'll take a 30-second break as Kara Hessen and the Cardinals need a timeout. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10 back in 30.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
As I believe I might have hit the court, or maybe somebody else did, and then that led to a power surge for us. But I think we're all good now. And Dylan, you've adjusted some of the audio. Hopefully it doesn't sound too loud or anything anymore, and we'll be all good to rock and roll here. 36-35 our score in favor of the Musselman Applemen as they've gone on a nice little run. And a timeout taken by the Cardinals. Out of the timeout here, Dandridge tries a elbow J, and that's no good. Rebounded by Stevens. Stevens going down the court. It's taken away now by Dandridge. Dandridge attacks the rim. Her shot no good. Stevens got tripped up on it. Appleman crowd wanting a foul, but no call. Stevens to the corner. Deucing from the corner three. It's just off the mark. And then a rebound underneath by Stevens, and she'll go up and shoot a pair. Musselman's found a spark with its bench here, Dylan. As we've seen Deucing, number 23, come in and provide a nice spark. We've seen Shibley, down low, play well. Of course, Emily Stevens is a starter, but Morris on the bench, Benjamin on the bench, and Musselman's found some depth. Dandridge will check out. Lomas will check back in.
hit.
Stevens' second free throw is off the mark, no good. Shibley, though, fighting for the rebound and ends up in the hands of the Cardinals. Dandridge trying to take to the rim. Her shot is good with the runner. Dandridge has just 4 points, but if she gets going, it could be huge for Spring Mills down the stretch.
Yeah, I think she's going to have to pick up the slack here as Musselman's defense is clamping down.
Stevens' shot is no good. Rebounded by Lomaz into the hands of Bree King. King brings it across half court. We're tied at 37 here in this third quarter. That pass intended for Dylan, I was going to say, but it does get kept in by Dandridge.
I was ready.
And now the three-pointer from Ball from the corner is good. Ball now with 8 points, her second triple of the evening. Shibley into the post, going hard to the rim, blocked by Lomaz. Rebounded out to Ball, and now a foul called against Musselman. 40-37 our score. Intensity picking up here inside the Cardinal Coliseum. Both these teams highly competitive. Things getting intense on all ends here. 40-37. We got officials chirping with the Applemen crowd.
I don't think this ref's afraid to give the crowd a tech.
I've seen him do it before, I think. So.
Him specifically, I think, yes.
Three-pointer from the corner for Dandridge is good. Kyla Dandridge, the 1,000-point scorer, starting to heat up for the Cardinals. They lead it by 6 at 43-37. Stevens to the rack. The foul in the finish. Emily Stevens with a beautiful move. She'll shoot one from the line as well. 43-39 our score here. 3:10 to go in the third.
I'm glad that this game has kind of started to show patterns of the last couple minutes of the second quarter rather than the rest of the first half, where it seemed like Spring Mills might get a good lead, keep pulling away, but this has been high level basketball here in this third quarter.
It's been fun so far here tonight inside the Cardinal Coliseum, and Stevens to the line to try to make it a one-possession game. That one's off the back of the rim, no good. Morris trying to fight for it, and it heads out of bounds. We'll see which way he points, and he confirms with his fellow official, and they decide to go Cardinal basketball, which I believe was the right call. From this far side, though, kind of hard to tell. So Dandridge inbounds it to King, 43-39 our score. King gets it across half court to Miller. Miller tries a three. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound heads out of bounds. It will go to Musselman. So how about Musselman getting good bench minutes? Jasmine Morris was on the bench for a while there, and they were able to get right back into this game or keep it close. And now Morris back on the court for the Applemen, and you feel good about how things are going for them. But, of course, Spring Mills, talented team, they'll respond with some big shots as well. So, fun game here tonight. Stevens takes it into the front court. Blocked by a Ball, but a foul called there on the baseline. And Stevens will head back to the line where she struggled so far here in this second half. Just 1 for 3. She'll shoot 2 here.
Ooh,
don't want to say she struggled, but go ahead, Bill.
That seemed like all ball. Coach Hassan once wanted a jump ball call. I think that would have been the right move. But
Stevens will knock down that first one there. Yeah, to me it didn't look like a foul either, but that was the call. And now a lane violation. Not sure what Ball is complaining about, but she was complaining about something. I guess she felt like Stevens maybe pump faked at the free throw line.
I mean, technically that would be allowed. It's a timing issue and not it's not like false start. It's more of a delay a game sort of situation. At the free throw line. You can do whatever sort of motion you really want as long as you shoot the ball in 10 seconds.
Yeah, that's true. So free throws were good there from Stevens. And Thompson thought that one should have stayed with the Applemen, but they're actually going to call a foul. I don't see a foul there.
No, I kind of did think that was the right call. I was expecting an out-of-bounds call, thinking maybe that kind of looked like a foul to me. I think when she came in, hit the ball, that she kind of like ran into the arm of Spring Mills there.
There's a drive to the lane by Ball. Shot is no good. Thompson fights for the rebound underneath. Morris rips it away eventually, and here come the Applemen back the other way, down by 2. Morris looks like maybe some contact from Ball, but Potter will just burn a timeout and keep the possession. So something about this gym, I guess, that gets people amped up. I don't know. 43-41.
I thought that should have been a foul. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm right, but it just feels very intense right now. Maybe it's just because I got the Appleman crowd yelling behind
That's true.
me.
We are right behind the Musselman faithful. Yeah, so
and they're loud and proud.
Exactly. Yeah. So maybe it's a little more to us than it is to if you were up in the cheap seats, but.
But good timeout. If you're not going to get the foul called, it was a good timeout by Coach Potter to keep that possession. Our third quarter, though, brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution, as well as CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners who just care more. Our score, Cardinals 43, Applemen 41. Now we're getting some warnings to the crowd, possibly even a removal of a fan, it appears, here at 43-41. So Morris, step back 3 on the way. That's an air ball, and that's no good. So the officials have had enough, and for now, just a warning, it appears. But anyway, back to the game here at hand. King has a foul called against Jasmine Morris, it appears, which that would be her 4th.
Crowd's very contentious with the officiating right now. I think some of it's fair, some of it's not. I think once an official makes 1 or 2 calls that are, I think it would be fair to say, the wrong call. You start to think that every call they make is the wrong one.
Especially if it goes against your team.
Right.
So, intensity here tonight in the Cardinal Coliseum. Tough fadeaway jumper from Dandridge. Dandridge knocks it down. She's been a lot more aggressive here in the second half, Dylan, and she's given them 7 second-half points here in this third quarter. Shibley with a tough fadeaway. No good. Lomas grabs the rebound into the hands of Kyla Dandridge. 45-41, Cardinals. King down low. Lomas runs the floor again, and again she's rewarded and finishes. 6 points for her off the bench, and it's a 6-point lead here for the Cardinals. Pass is tipped away. Shibley gets it back. Shibley drives baseline, pulls up from the mid-range, and gets fouled. She'll shoot 2. Personally, didn't know Shibley had that in her game. Nice little spin move on the baseline.
Yeah, I don't think Shibley versus Lomas is really the matchup that we identified as the key. But in this third quarter, that's pretty much what it's been. I mean, Shibley has been crucial to Musselman staying in this since Brianna Benjamin has been on the bench the whole third quarter with 4 fouls.
Free throw no good.
If they weren't getting good production out of that backup center spot for all these minutes, this could be a blowout.
And I think, honestly, like getting her those early touches to, like you said, kind of calm her down and get her the ball early, even though that wasn't super successful. She's now settled in and feels comfortable out there. Second free throw, though, no good. So free throw's been a struggle.
Offensive rebound.
But an offensive rebound. Kick out to Stanley on a 3. It looked like it was blocked, and it will stay with the Applemen. So Cardinals were trying to avoid touching it, but really they probably should have went after it.
Stanley wanted the foul. I couldn't tell from this side if they have a fair argument or not.
Deucing comes in, so they'll go small, those Musselmen. get a little bit more shooting out there, it appears. Here's Thompson with the basketball, 47-41. Stanley now will try a deep three from the wing. It's off the side of the rim, no good, and rebounded by Dandridge. Under a minute here, up by 6 is Spring Mills. Kyla Dandridge has kind of gone into takeover mode. Over to Bree King. King down low now, Dandridge in the post as it ripped away, and a foul called by the officials, it will say, with Spring Mills as it's on the floor. 4 foul against Musselman this quarter. That's the 4th here on Stevens as well. So a lot of the key players from Musselman in foul trouble. Lob pass up to Lomas. Lomas down low, foul on the shot, and Thompson picks it up, and Lomas will shoot 2. Thought there maybe could have been a jump there before the foul, but
yeah, I didn't think that was a foul.
But then I did think it was once the play continued, but I thought there should have been a jump before that. So Stevens actually picks up the first. And Lomas, his free throws up and good.
Checking in for Musselman is number 1.
Here comes Morris back in.
Yeah, at this point, it's just who do you want to play with 4 fouls.
Right.
Stevens has to go to the bench, but Morris has 4 of them as well. But obviously, final 38 seconds, she's probably not going to pick up her 5th here. You can try to set up a shot for Morris and then not risk it with Stevens. So Lomas makes them both. She's got 8. 49-41. Spring Mills has built themselves a little bit of a lead here. King reaches in. Thompson gets the basketball. She goes to the rim and lays it up and in. Thompson with her first 2 points, and it's a big first 2. Makes it just a 6-point game here at 49-43. Dandridge guarded by Morris. Over to King. King over to Ball. 14 seconds. Ball kept her pivot foot.
Just barely.
Just barely. But she did. I do believe as Dandridge trapped, she runs through her, and a foul going against Musselman's Amaya King.
Oh, with 2.7 seconds.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. So King will send Dandridge to the line. Just giving you a good third quarter here. 7 points for her in the quarter, 9 overall. 6-point lead, and the free throws up and good.
First free throw is good by number 32, Kyla Dandridge.
I think the Musselman defense has kind of necessitated this more aggressive, more assertive quarter from Dandridge, where the ball movement just around the outside, trying to get inside, it hasn't quite worked out.
Morris's third quarter to launch before the buzzer is no good. It nearly knocks a poster down there on the baseline, but at the end
Collins,
of 3.
a senior poster, how to be fixed.
At some point, yeah. But our score here after 3, Cardinals 51, Applemen 43. We'll head to the 4th. This is West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10. Back in 1 minute.
The future doesn't wait. Why should you? Blue Ridge Community and Technical College offers over 60 degree and certificate programs in education, IT, culinary arts, engineering, and so much more. Small class sizes, flexible schedules with evening and online classes, affordable tuition, plus financial aid is available to those who qualify. Now you can go to college. Visit us online at blueridgectc.edu. That's blueridgectc.edu. Stop waiting and enroll today.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Musselman basketball here to start this 4th quarter. It is Cardinals 51, Applemen 43. Our 4th quarter brought to you by the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com, as well as Panhandle Dumpsters. Sign up for Panhandle today at PanhandleDumpsters.com and use promo code TV10 for your first month free. Shot there, no good. Jump ball between Morris I believe Dandridge there. And Dandridge a little bit slow to get up if that's her.
Yeah.
That is. But the jump ball will go to Spring Mills.
Jump ball.
So we're back to
begin this fourth quarter.
Yeah, back to the starting five for Musselman, and I really can't tell you that when the last time Musselman had that in. But I think since they've gone to the bench.
Second quarter, I think, was our last time we saw all five out there together. High post. Lomas tries to go to the rim. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded underneath by King, and now the Applemen going the other way. Thompson to Morris. Morris lost control of it. Bree King takes it away. Pass down the court to Lomas. She just couldn't keep it off of her fingertips and out of bounds. I mean, Dylan, you're down by 8. Obviously, the foul situation, you maybe wouldn't have all 5 of them out there right now, but you're down 8, start of the fourth quarter. You can't let it get any worse than that. And now Stevens picks her dribble up in the backcourt, and that was nearly disaster. They still got to get it across in 10 seconds. And I think
timeout.
Coach Potter may have burned the timeout before the 10-second call, and he did. So 30-second timeout. 7:07 left here in this fourth quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
We're back here at the Cardinal Coliseum. Our score, Spring Mills 51, Musselman 43, fourth quarter between the Applemen and the Cardinals. Jasmine Morris with the basketball on the left wing. Pass is deflected by Spring Mills and taken away by the Cardinals. Here's Dandridge now with the basketball, bringing it into the half court over to Miller down low. Now Lomas works her way to the rim, and a jump ball called. That will go to Musselman. 6:46 to go here in the fourth. So far, fourth quarter's been kind of slow. A lot of jump balls and turnovers to begin this fourth quarter.
It's been sloppy. I think both teams really went hard in that third quarter, and maybe the fatigue of that, after the adrenaline's come down just a little bit.
And here's Morris down low. Tough shot on the way is no good. Rebounded, though, by Benjamin underneath, and she puts it back up and in. Brianna Benjamin with 6 points. It's a 6-point game here, 51-45.
That's the type of play they've been missing with her on the bench.
Yeah, she would have had probably a big game here tonight, I feel like, based off of how she's done when she's been in the game. Bree King's gone a little bit cold. Bounce pass underneath to Lomas, and it's another jump ball. That will stay with Spring Mills. 6:06 left. Fourth quarter. 6-point lead here for Spring Mills. King trying to inbound. Gets it into Miller. Miller back to Ball. Ball over to Dandridge. Dandridge tries the three. Just off the mark, no good, and rebounded by Thompson. Thompson now running the floor. Thompson with nobody stopping her. Layup hits off the front of the rim. It's no good. We got another jump ball, and that one will go to Musselman.
This is the most jump balls I've seen in a 3-minute span.
Yeah.
A 2-minute span in the fourth quarter.
We saw a lot in that Musselman-Martinsburg game, but
true.
We didn't see a lot in the Washington Spring Mills game. We didn't see a lot so far tonight, but here in this fourth quarter, it's been jump ball after jump ball, it feels like. Stevens down low, finds an opening, finishes through the contact, no foul, but Stevens still with the layup, and it's back to a 4-point game. Ball the other way now in transition, down low to Lomas. Lomas kicks it out. Dandridge reverse the basketball to Miller. Miller back to King. Cardinals being patient with it. Working it around the perimeter right now. They're up 4. They got 5 minutes left. There's no shot clock in the state. The Musselman's in foul trouble. Ball catches high post. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Thompson, who goes down. They don't call a foul. It's ruled a travel.
That's the right call.
Yeah, I didn't really think there was much contact there.
No, me either. And I think any that there was with the ball.
Yeah, I'm with you. The Applemen complain, but there is no call there. So Dandridge with it. Trying to create separation against King. Dandridge gets into the lane, kicks it out. Bree King, 3 on the way. Offensive foul, though, called before the shot against Dandridge on the pass. So that's her second. 51-47, 4:51 left here in this fourth quarter. Thompson tries to go deep for Morris, but it's intercepted by Dandridge, and now she'll set back up. Dandridge into the lane. Goes through the entire Appleman defense and makes the shot. Everybody was there, but nobody could stop her. Ball now takes it away. Ball with the layup from the left side. That's up and good. 8-point lead. Timeout, Applemen. Thank you, Jasmine Morris, for catching that pass. It was going right for me. 55-47 our score. 4:30 left here in this fourth quarter. And we'll take a 30-second break. It's a full timeout for the Applemen. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
Here, fourth quarter, West Virginia High School girls basketball action between Spring Mills and Musselman. 55-47 our score here, Dylan. Fun game between these two teams. Things have cooled down a little bit here in this fourth quarter, but we'll see how this timeout, maybe the offense picks it back up. But overall, been a pretty entertaining game. It's now an 8-point lead, though, for Spring Mills. So Musselman in a little bit of trouble of falling behind too much. So with 4:30 to go, Coach Potter burns another timeout.
Yeah, those two quick baskets. I feel like, getting it down to 4 and kind of going back and forth from there made it feel a lot better for Musselman. The 8-point lead with how Spring Mills has been playing feels pretty tough, but Musselman has come back from more in this one.
Yeah, Thompson down to Benjamin. Benjamin over to Stevens. They easily break the press. Stevens now attacks the basket, and Lomas was in the way. A blocking foul called. Stevens doing a good job of getting to the line here in the second half and creating opportunities for herself on the offensive end.
Yeah, I like the aggression there from Stevens.
She's been very aggressive, and I think they need that. They need somebody else to take the pressure off of Jasmine Morris of being that scorer. Stevens knocks down the free throw there, make it a 7-point game to 55-48 with 4:24 to go. Morris has gone scoreless in the second half, but she spent a lot of time on the bench due to the foul trouble. Second one good as well.
The ball almost came off the line with a lane violation again.
Yeah, I guess she really just wants that rebound. Bree King over to Dandridge. Now Ball with the basketball. Trying to find Lomas, and it's taken away, but it heads out of bounds. It will stay with the Cardinals.
Great defense from Thompson to knock the ball out.
Thompson's always around it seems like. And that's what she really brings. I don't think she's gone to the bench all game.
Maybe for a minute or two.
Yeah, she's the intensity of this team. Morris, though, comes away with the steal. Morris trying to go to the rim. Layup is just off the mark. Amaya King with the crazy reverse layup, and that's up and good. King with 5. It's a 4-point game in favor of the Cardinals, so they've got it right back down, Dylan.
And Musselman's just a team that can go on a run at any point.
Miller passed up the open look. Cardinals will slow it back down, and work the basketball around. High post Ball. Ball trying to go through the Applemen defense. Crazy layup is up and good from Ball. Didn't love the shot, but it fell. And it's back to a 6-point game. Stevens with the crossover dribble. Blocked by Ball. Back the other way now, Cardinals. King behind the back dribble. Gets into the lane. Dumps it on for Ball. Ball at the layup up and no good. Blocked by the Applemen. Applemen back the other way. Thompson ahead to King, but it's through her hands and out of bounds.
Musselman looked great on that after that block by Thompson. Moving the ball up the floor. King was open too.
Musselman, though, with 3:14 left, still a lot of time in this game.
Definitely.
And the Applemen trap has been effective in trying to speed Spring Mills up. Dandridge gets cut off by Thompson. Now back to Ball. Ball crossover dribble. Matt Morris, top of the key. Doing what she does, disrupting passing lanes. Going to travel called on Bree King, who also got hit in the eye, I believe, or at least
yeah, she might
maybe
have traveled
lost her
before.
contact or got some sweat in the eye. I'm not sure exactly.
I think it's possible she got nicked just barely by the fingertip of Stevens, but I think the travel might have didn't happen
It
first.
did, yeah. King with the basketball, 6-point game, 2:48 left here in this fourth quarter. Morris off the dribble handoff and the screen from King, trying to direct traffic and set up this offense. King into the corner. Stevens tries the three. It's short. Rebounded by Miller. And then Musselman rips it away with Amaya King, and will stay with the Applemen. Musselman's always been known for hustle and heart, but they reversed the call.
Yeah, I was really surprised when they pointed the way of Musselman.
Yeah, I was too, but I was like, official knows better than me, I guess, down there. Lob past the ball, and that's a tough turnover. Can't really have that one. Up 6, 2:23 left. You just got the possession back. There's no reason to force it down the court. I mean, ball was wide open, but got to either make a perfect pass in that situation or just hold on to it. Morris catches an unbelievable catch, and then she gets her first 2 points of the second half. Makes her in double digits now at 11. Thank you.
Kind of trebuchet, like slingshot of that ball in. Another turnover.
Stevens gets the steal. Applemen have numbers. Stevens pulls up. Shot is no good. And Spring Mills comes back the other way. 4-point game, 1:52. Passes low and away of Bree King. Do you maybe think about the timeout if you're head coach Kara Hessen here? Because it seems like Spring Mills is getting the ball into the half court and then just rushing. And there's the timeout from Coach Hessen.
They had 3 to work with. It's up there on the scoreboard.
So 4-point game. Musselman only has 1 timeout left, by the way, and like you said, 3 to work with if you're Spring Mills. Now they have just 2. But we'll take a 30-second break. This is West Virginia High School Girls Basketball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
7:53 our score in favor of Spring Mills, fourth quarter. Nick Verzlini, Dylan Bishop, happy to have you with us. Alec Epperson back in the studio. Kyler High rounding the camera here tonight. Well, it's been a good game between the Musselman Lady Applemen and the Spring Mills Cardinals high school girls basketball action. 12-4 Musselman, 4-1 in the Eastern Panhandle. On the other side, it's 7-6 Spring Mills, also 4-1 in the Panhandle. The one loss for Musselman this season in the Eastern Panhandle, a 21-point loss at home against the Spring Mills Cardinals. The one loss for Spring Mills, a 3-point loss to the Martinsburg Bulldogs. So trying to sweep the defending regional champions is Spring Mills, who used to be the team to beat around here and is trying to come back this season after a down year last year. Foul called against Spring Mills. Amaya King was fouled on that pass, so it will head back to Musselman third foul of the quarter here for Spring Mills, and what's been very impressive here, Dylan, Musselman has 0 in the quarter with all the players with 4. And now it looks like we should have a jump ball called, but that will go back to Spring Mills. So see if the timeout here calms things down a little bit for Spring Mills and they can keep control of the basketball, because they've had a few silly turnovers with numbers as well.
Their defense was better there, but then they have to keep control of the ball.
King drives in, kicks it out. Dandridge. She's always just been, to me, the calming presence. She throws a wild pass there, but it was caught by King. And then King nearly turned it over, but a foul going against Musselman, and it's going to go on Jasmine Morris. She's fouled out.
Man,
that's tough.
Yeah, and Emily Stevens was about to pick off the pass, too, for another turnover.
Morris gave it her all, but for her to foul out makes you feel less confident. But again, I mean, Musselman's seen good bench production. They only hit a 3 in the first half, so it's far from over, but obviously you'd like to have Morris for not only what she brings on the offensive end, but for her length on the defensive end, which will be missed, especially because that's caused a lot of Spring Mills issues. Miller catches it off the inbound. Ball with the basketball. Crossover dribble, gets into the lane, throws up a tough shot, and it's up and good. Gabby Ball gets another one to go. 59-53. King pulls up from the elbow, too strong, rebounded by Dandridge. And then Thompson just fell down. She tripped over herself there, I think. Pass down low. Lomax with the finish and the contact. And that might be it now. An 8-point game with under a minute left. Lomax going back to the line.
That's 5 on Stevens as well. Yeah, Musselman.
They battled,
they put in a good effort. Spring Mills was just a little too much.
And all the foul trouble Musselman was in here tonight. If maybe some of those calls go your way, you never know. I mean, this was a much better game than the first time around, so they can build off of this one, I think.
Definitely. I think if these teams matched up again later in the season, I think you're getting something a lot closer to this than the first go-around.
For sure. Lomax makes the free throw, 62-53. Down low, King trying to go to work. Passes it, turns it over. Lomax and a jump ball will stay with the Applemen. 62-53, Spring Mills leading. 47 seconds left. Fourth quarter. Musselman just trying to get something here to maybe keep their hopes alive. Both Thompson and Benjamin fight for the basketball, and Benjamin just sits down, and that's a travel. She went to the floor with the ball in her hands. She leads to a travel call, turnover, and now back to Spring Mills. Ball. Turns around, keeps the dribble. Spring Mills can just hold it out as we'll have the foul from Thompson, but they still got 2 to give. They're down by 9, so.
Some of this for Spring Mills has just been really tough shot making. The shot from Ball to put them up 6.
Yeah, that was
right before things got a little further out of hand.
Ball, another tough runner on the way, no good, but Lomax gets the follow, and she'll head to the line. Lomax got fouled just a moment ago. She made the and one, so yeah, you're right, Dylan. I mean,
sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the other team and say, nothing I could do about that one. That's good stuff from you.
Yeah. Spring Mills is definitely good, and that's been proven here tonight once again.
Mm-hmm.
They just beat Washington the other night. Free throw there short, but Musselman's a good team, and they'll continue to battle, continue to get better. I think overall it's a fun matchup, and we got some good quality basketball here in the Panhandle. That's Bree King with the follow on the free throw. Follow is no good, but Spring Mills now can continue to burn some clock. Ball finds Dandridge, 18 seconds. And that'll do it. Final few seconds are rolling off the clock. Spring Mills beats Musselman for the second time this season. They pick up the 62-53 54-53 win over the Applemen. Good game here once again, but we'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll have the Palace Lounge post-game show. This is West Virginia High School girls basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 back in 2 minutes.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
With 4 new...
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
Post-game show, which is brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, with a full lunch and dinner menu and daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Dylan, just your thoughts on this one.
Spring Mills is very good, very impressive. Overall, the ball movement, the scoring from Dandridge, who can take over when need be. Defense was impressive. They run the floor. They hustle. It's just a really good group that they have. The bench production as well, particularly from Lomas. Musselman, I don't really think any less of them out of this. I think it's an improvement from the 21-point loss in the first one, obviously. So you see that they adjusted a bit, and with the foul trouble that they dealt with Jasmine Morris, Bree Benjamin especially. So I come away from this thinking this is 2 very good basketball teams that I think just Spring Mills is a little bit better right now. I think Musselman has the capability of putting together 4 quarters against this team where they can come out with a win. I think that if you gave me like a best-of-7 series, though, I probably am taking Spring Mills. But obviously that's not how we do things when the playoffs come around. So, Musselman, I think that, like I said, when these teams play again, anything could really happen. Especially since this one was at Spring Mills and Musselman showed that much improvement.
You know what, Dylan? I think you got a good idea. Regional 7-game series. Let's get it. At least a 5, right? Best of 3? No, that's too little. We need a 7-game series in girls basketball. I'm for it.
Hey, 1-game winner take all. I'm fine with that too.
I mean,
puts a lot of pressure on that one game.
It's that March Madness feel. Whatever you prefer, I guess. But our post-game stats brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. I mean, you think about it. If we had all 7-game series, we'd be playing basketball until like April.
Yeah.
So, be cool. But anyway, post-game stats. Ball leads the way with 14 points, followed by King with 13 and Dandridge with 13 as well. Lomas with 11, 8 from Miller and 3 from Kendall Dandridge. And then on the Musselman side of things, 15 from Steven. She leads the way. Morris with 11. 5 from Amaya King. 2 from Thompson. 5 from Deasing. 6 from Benjamin. And 6 from Shibley. And we total it up. 62-53, your final in favor of the Spring Mills Cardinals. And then finally, your WVU Medicine Player of the Game, which is, of course, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
I think I got to go with Dandridge. It's a tough one, though, between her and Ball. Ball made some clutch shots at the end, but Dandridge was kind of a steady force for the entire game, especially that third quarter took over most of the scoring.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. I mean, she also was guarding Jasmine Morris quite a bit, so a lot from her on both ends of the floor, I guess you could argue. Ball made some tough shots down the end, but yeah, I'd agree. It was a tough choice, though. I mean, you had 3 players total, so just kind of depended on who you felt like had the greater overall impact. But that'll do it for tonight's game. Spring Mills improves to 8-6. Musselman falls to 12-5. We're back tomorrow. High school boys basketball. Hedgesville taking on Martinsburg from the Hedgesville Eagles gym. We'll be there for that one. 7:30 tip-off, 7:15 pregame show. But for Alec Epperson back in the studio, Kyler High, our cameraman, Dylan Bishop, I'm Nick Verzolini saying so long. Have a good night, everyone.
Valentine's Day has gone too far. This is Cody from Cody's Auto Body. I just saw a Valentine's Day card from your dog. Look, I love my dog, but who's going to the store and buying a card from their dog to give to someone? If you're that lonely, how about you go to happy hour at the bar like a normal person? Or just skip the card and call a therapist. Stay warm and stay safe on the roads. From Cody at Cody's Auto Body. Sing the jingle, boy.
That's Cody's with a T for trust.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
With a great selection comes great possibilities. And at CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg, the possibilities are endless. Shop our amazing selection of new vehicles like the Ram 1500. And right now, save on new Jeeps like the Wrangler and Grand Cherokee models. Plus, every Jeep purchase comes with our Jeep Wave program. So wherever your possibilities take you, you'll be connected. Shop CMA's CDJR of Martinsburg today. Owners just care more.
Providing reliable protection.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School Basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Cody's Auto Body, the Palace Lounge, CMA Honda, the Berkeley County Health Department, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Hagerstown Ford, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, CMA Chrysler Dodge, WVU East, the law firm of Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson, RAI Properties, Parsons Ford, Rocks, Gary Kelly Allstate, and Panhandle Dumpsters.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.